I tried playing like Age of Empires and stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't really get into it.
It's difficult. They definitely made it competitive. That's how I saw it because people are still playing it competitively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toil mod view.
Whoa, I can do both. We're on air, by the way.
I'm still watching an ad.
That's fine. It's
The ad seemed long.
yeah. People can hear. Well, yeah, they're always 30 seconds. People can always hear
People can
us
hear it.
at the beginning, but they can't see us.
Bonsoir.
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 Just came to say hello.
Kaz, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to show something as soon as the stream starts.
Mm.
Oh, I think I'll stay for a bit then, I think. I literally just came to say hi and then good luck.
Nope, not today.
I guess I gotta stay now.
Good luck.
Yeah, right.
Do you need me to point out again the parts that definitely need help
In
the Kinza?
oh, sure, if you want.
So, like, the pirates of the Kinza Sea are still things you're working on, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Killing that. And then here's Wyvern. I know there is a description of her now.
Yes, it's in the World Anvil.
When we finish chapter 2, maybe we'll go back and I'll just start filling in this stuff before we go on to chapter.
I was gonna transfer it over to the
Google Doc.
yeah, so we will have it in here.
Yeah, and then Poppy's Manor, Ugly Halibut, Feathery Owner. It's looking good though. We've got some pages.
It does look really nice.
I heard it. I had a dream the other day where I heard the sounds of Kaz's keyboard.
It's the stuff of nightmares.
You really do.
In the dream, like I was like, Patty, that's what Kaz's keyboard sounds like.
You were talking to Taddy?
Patty.
Oh, Patty.
My fiance.
I was like, why are you talking to Taddy in a dream?
It's a dream. You can talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, you talk to whoever you want, but like.
I had a dream last night where my friend called me out for being a snake, and I felt really attacked. I feel really hurt by it.
A snake? Like I'm a snake. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's not wrong, but
like you're an actual snake.
Yeah, like you're saying that I'm an actual snake.
That's funny. Oh shit, that's not what I could do. Okay. Oh, I guess
I'll even go to the Wii box and
Wii
dream
box.
music.
Man, of course, as soon as I do this, I have to pee.
That's why you go before the stream, Beth.
Look, I was doing stuff, okay?
What you usually do, big last turn.
It has been
obviously
a
not
busy
the thing
day.
you should have been doing.
It is no, that's not true. I was working on ships. It's been a busy day. I got a lot stuff done.
You were working on ships when you should have been working on shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Colin. I see you. Not nice.
I don't know what else lyrics.
Cool.
The timer has ended.
I see it. Okay, wow, I look real dark. Okay. Sorry.
Are you outside?
No, no.
Do you have like what are those little tiny lights?
Those are my I added like candles and twinkly lights for the aesthetic. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're getting into this whole thing. Oh, yeah. Yas, queen.
Yes.
All right, you ready, Kaz?
I am.
Go down to chapter 2.
Just give me a second to stream as well.
Boom.
I can't see.
You saw this is not high resolution.
No worries. Oh! There they are.
There they are.
They're
I feel so
They're
happy.
staring.
Like I was saying to Beth, like they're enjoying themselves. They're vibing. I was saying to Beth how like all I want to see is my art in a book.
There we go. There it is. Very
That
well.
happened.
My lifelong dream complete. I can put down the Wacom there.
Now to remove it.
Yeah.
No, please. I mean, no offense. Like that'll be flashed into my brain.
Forever.
Mm.
I would like this to look the way that I want it to look.
That was really nice.
I feel like if I make really weird face movements because it's twitchy, it's gonna look really weird on stream.
I'm trying to make
cool.
it where it'll like.
I was watching it yesterday,
What?
and like it was very twitchy whenever you move, and like I just see Colin's head just bumping around the room. What's going on?
I'm trying to. I was trying to get it to be more even, but it's fine.
I'm glad
It's
there's no
fine.
enemy there, I'm having fun with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hashing a plan. God, this page, this singular page
It just looks
blows my
It is
mind every
really-
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so pretty.
Mm.
I think you need to calm down, take it down a notch.
Nah, like fangirl over.
We'll keep the
Fangirl.
fangirl going over.
Literally forever.
Yeah, man.
If you ain't
Fangirl
excited
hanging.
about it, if you ain't excited about the page, who is gonna be excited about the page? No, come on now.
I will.
No one.
Oh, thank you.
I'm the most excited about
Alright.
everything.
I gotta say,
Alright.
it is really nice.
Looting the wreckage. We're there. We're at looting the ship now.
Hey.
Is this like the first looting?
You having fun?
He's enjoying himself. He's vibing.
I closed down all but 3 tabs, so it should.
I think it was smoother. I was actually disappointed that it was smoother that time.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was closing down tabs.
Dare she do
Alright.
her job?
Okay.
How dare you? Okay. So let's think about this. How much are we going to realistically say the party can fit coinage wise?
Hmm.
So I'm going to describe, I need to describe the wreckage. So, scanning the deck. No, what's below the deck? Scanning below deck? I can say scanning below deck. Scanning the hold. That's what it is. Scanning the hold, or I'll describe it as like, we talked about it being kind of more that like, there was a lot of treasure on this ship. And through the decades and centuries, like, we're saying like 1500. Oh, that is one thing I need real quick, Beth. The date. We decided on the date in World Anvil, I think, that this module is happening, right?
Yes.
Can I get that date?
You can.
What is this? Xfinity bill? Sure. Because it's also for the journal. But,
Mhm.
Bless you.
Kings.
Yeah.
Coin.
You will have a fun stream. I'm gonna have to bow out.
Thanks
I
for
said I'll
swinging
have
by.
No, it's good luck on
Yeah, man.
the stream. See you.
Take care, bud.
Blinded.
See you, Don. Colin. Beth.
Grossif.
Hey, baby.
Oh, by the way, anyone, the one of you in here, drink coffee if you have coffee. I'd saved a tiny bit of coffee left just for this. So.
And now
It
it's all gone.
is
It is
5:30, and I still have coffee.
But it's not your first cup of coffee, is it?
Why don't you?
No, it is.
It's the same one from the morning, probably.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Bravo.
Why don't you just make like a flat white or something? Just
I
something
do.
small.
I make cold coffee. Yeah.
But then why don't you just give yourself a half portion?
Maybe because I like drinking coffee throughout the day. Kaz.
You can just go back and pour another one.
Appreciate your judgment.
I'll judge all I like. You can't stop me. Where's my nibs? Where the fuck are my nibs? But yeah,
Your
I'll see you
nips?
guys later. My nibs, yeah.
Like your nipples.
Yeah, my nips. I don't know where they're gone.
Alright.
If you find one, you know what to send them.
Yeah.
Don't come. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mostly.
Okay, so are you looking for the Elven Universal time or the Kenzen Empire time?
Kinsen Empire time.
Kenzen Empire time. We are.
Reinforced.
It was some like a ridiculous fucking.
It's 15 something.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Well, hello.
Notorious Mango.
Hello, Mango.
However, there is still plenty.
So bright. I'm so yellow.
Copper.
It's year 1. Founding. Fourth service.
Man, good on you for being in chat while taking a shower. Is it like a shower beer, but you've got your your Twitch stream going in your shower?
Okay, I don't know where this is because it's written right here, but it doesn't say. Port Zareth, named after Commodore Zareth of the 182nd Fleet, a medium-sized port city whose architecture reflects its imperial parentage. Okay, yes, due to years of neglect. No, I don't want that one. Port is mostly self-governed. Would you like to know what Poppy's name was before we named him?
What?
It's Father Sleeves, is what he's in here as.
Father, like tattoo sleeves?
Yeah. That's funny.
Brudda. Should have been Brudda sleeves.
Brudda Sleeves.
Right near the beach.
Lowlie, the island of Lowlie gets its name from Commodore Zareth. When he landed on the shores, he was so struck by the island's beauty that he named it after his eldest daughter, Lowlie Aurelian Zareth. Relations. Owner / ruler, waving pirate queen. Characters in this location. What?
Colossal crab. So I'm saying that the group will constantly be reminded by the time-sensitive nature of their looting, as the colossal crab is surely beginning to become frustrated with the ongoing distraction.
Maybe it's getting ready to retreat underwater or something.
Ooh.
And so unless they
I'll
want to
put that-
go for a swim.
Yep. That should be risky.
Historical events. I found it.
Time's up.
Dwarven colonization of Kenza, sorry.
Kenda.
5722.
5722?
Yeah, is what we put.
KE?
No.
That's no. I think that was Elven time.
Yeah, that's universal.
I
Elven.
think
Elven universal time. So then in that case, we
Yeah.
didn't actually put a historical event for. Colin looks like he's having a seizure. Yeah, that's because for whatever reason my computer is just like, LOL, we're not. For whatever reason, my computer's just like not having a good time. The last couple
like how-
days that we've done streams, like it's just doing weird stuff. I don't know what's going on. Perhaps my hubband is stealing all of the interwebs.
Oh, get on them.
Actually, we also have a giant fucking snowstorm. We've gotten like a foot of snow today, and
I miss snow already.
that could be it.
There's a chance we get snow next week.
A lot still.
What?
Really? In Huntsville?
Yeah. That's what the weather report says.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be fucking
Your
cold.
message you should know. I'm gonna get a sign and put it on the door. What is it, please? Love you, bye. Okay, so I think we had decided that this was supposed to be like 300 or 400 years after. So that would make it 61 something in Elven Universal Time.
Wait, what number did we pick? Did you pick a number?
5722.
Right,
5722 in Elven Universal Time is when the colonization of Kenza happened. So if we make current time 400 years later.
My thing is, I remember thinking about this, and I
Mhm.
think that we had wanted at least the generation of colonizing dwarfs to have passed, which would need to be more like 800 years. So I think
Okay.
we were thinking closer to like 1500 years. So none of
Okay.
the original colonizing dwarfs are still around.
Okay.
It's enough time that there was the empire that was the peak at the beginning, and
Mhm.
it's kind of faded away a little bit. So I think like 1500 around there.
Okay.
So let's say like 1537
Okay.
is when our module starts.
Okay. So I will put historical event. Create a new historical entry.
Don't tell me what to do.
No, I'm doing it.
I know. I know. Okay,
Title is the. I'm just gonna call it Wyvern Attacks. Timelines. The Kenza Empire starting date. What year is it?
1537.
1537. Significant, important, national, minor, regional, type, civil, criminal activity, cultural event, diplomatic action, discovery, extinction, founding, life, birth, career, military action.
Formidable. A wood floor. Decaying and scratched. Signs of furious. Furious. Yeah.
That's that one done. Ta-da!
Still-
Easy headed.
Coins still fill the cracks in the wood flooring, we said,
Of the ship.
and the planks, cracks in the floor and walls, while small piles still rest in the corners of the large. There are several brilliantly crafted and decorated items,
Mm-hmm.
such as an ornamental cannon, several pieces of art,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say like something that would be difficult to take or no one would take, like maybe a big chest
Or like a statue.
large, ooh, I like both. Let's do both. A statue, a few statues, small. What kind of marble?
Mm-hmm.
And one large wooden and brass chest is opened and picked clean.
So yeah, I would have said like an ornate desk or something.
I already used ornate.
I didn't say you have to use that exact word, but
Yeah, no, I know, but it's good. I like descriptive. I like changing up descriptive words. Brass chest. That
you're
works.
right. I do the same thing when I write. The more like the more adjectives and stuff I can use, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially when it's something that's like when the point of this text is describing something,
yeah.
you gotta add those.
Obviously you don't want to go overboard with it. At least with writing.
Yeah. You don't want
And
to be
so
hand grabby.
yeah. And so like when I did the paper, I always tried to use different phrases. Like instead of saying like growth or economy the whole time, I'll say like wealth, money, economy, shit like that.
Mm.
Just try to, even if like the adjectives are different, just trying to get some diversity in there. Like even if you don't use
all about
adjectives, I
diversity.
meant, yeah.
On the ornamental cannon, which will both focus and tension remove.
It is -9 degrees Celsius outside, friends. If you're wondering.
-9 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 28 degrees Fahrenheit, probably.
Mm-hmm.
The coldest it was in Denver when we were there was negative, like that we were outside doing stuff, was
Mhm.
-8 Fahrenheit, which
Wow.
would be like, it'd be negative in Celsius,
Mhm.
right? No.
Yeah.
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 -8
Like, wait.
Fahrenheit is like
-20
something.
maybe.
Yeah.
I went to school in
Probably
Korea,
not that. Probably like -10.
and
You went to school in Korea?
yeah, I went to high school my freshman year there, but I had to walk half an hour to the bus stop.
Uphill both ways.
No, but like through the city and shit.
Oh, I got my
Huh?
He said I had to
What'd I
walk 30 minutes, and I said uphill both ways.
And to which I responded, no.
Because that's impossible.
I mean, unless you live in like a split level, like
It's
a
not really
radical
uphill, though.
split level.
It would still be. Why wouldn't you just? I don't know. I still don't think.
Reasons,
No,
Colin. Okay.
it shouldn't be possible unless it's a like a ridiculous circumstance. Anyways, but it would get like, below freezing, sub-zero and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to walk through the city, and sometimes it'd be like super foggy, and they don't stop at red lights if there's no camera.
Cool, so you
Mhm.
almost died.
But
Yeah,
also,
no.
they don't go fast though. Like, there's not that many car
No,
accidents because they only go like 25 miles an hour.
you think. They go fast enough to where I would die, which is the important part of this.
Is that you didn't die?
Well, I was gonna say the important part is I could die.
Would die.
So I would go to a crosswalk, look both ways, listen,
And
and then
die.
fucking sprint. Like, if I didn't sprint, then sometimes like a car would literally almost hit me.
No fun. We we made a new friend / follower yesterday. You may have seen her pop up in the Discord. She was talking about how am I the only one here? Yeah, I think so, Mingo.
Yeah.
That's just you. But she was talking about she lives in Scotland and she lives in Greenock, and she was like, she said that, and I was like, that name sounds familiar to me. And so she was like, do you want me to send a picture of what my town looks like? So she sent it in the Discord. And I was like, that looks very familiar. At which point, I brought out this picture.
Yeah, so I can't see the stream.
Well, gotta look at it.
Oh my god.
Or for anyone watching, I guess. So this is the picture that I brought out. It hangs up on my wall in the hallway. Like, that is a picture of Polaris Base, which is where my grandparents met. And hello, Gio. And that is where doing a bit of brewing.
Hey, Gio.
Oh yes, we are.
We are doing some brewing.
Mhm.
Yeah, doing some brewing. That's a good one.
LOL. But yeah, so that's across the river from where she was, and I was like, what are the fucking odds?
Let me tell Gio, because I think he's new, what
Yeah.
generally we're doing. We are making a campaign and world. So we're doing a homebrew world and doing a module kind of at the same time. We actually
Mhm.
kind of have a lot of stuff going on with it. Yeah, man, help us out. So
Oh, thank you.
so you can see we're a guild. We are a like a community of content creators, and so we have artists. I'll show you some of our great art. This is our monster artist, Iron Tofu 42, has done this awesome pelican white wyvern here, and then this colossal hermit crab, which is kind of what we're working on right now with the module story.
So good.
So I just want to warn him about your how you appear right
How
now.
Oh yeah, my internet's being real funky, so sorry.
But so the current situation is the group should be in classes, and I haven't ever done a brew for monsters. I mostly have subclasses and items made. It's hard. Like, people have their niche, like some people are really good at certain things and it's all about being able to put your creativity and attention into whatever you can.
Yeah.
So like we've got Beth helps us with everything, but she's also one of the main map makers. She's a really good map maker with Dungeon Draft and
Forgotten Adventure.
all that.
Lights went off.
Looting the wreckage, scanning the hold. So Captain Snag's grab. They're going for the cannon, the ornamental cannon. We can expand on that. So I'm just getting the groundwork down, and most likely we'll be going back through this and cleaning it up and tweaking it and making it better. But I'm just getting most of the base stuff down So basically, they're looting this ship on the back of the hermit crab. It's a old dwarven king's loot ship. He was paranoid, so he kept all his loot on a ship that he could move around continents while the empire was in heavy rain. But it got lost at sea, and it turned up on the back of this colossal hermit crab, and they're trying to loot it. It's been looted before, but they can still get some coins, not like gold, but silver and copper. There's plenty of it left. But now we're trying to make sure there's a way out for the GM to say, okay, they're not going to be able to sit there for hours and hours and hours and try to take coins and they're not going to start pulling the ship apart to sell expensive metal bolts and stuff. They need to go on. So now I'm letting them know that one, encumbrance, like some people don't play with encumbrance, but I think I'm under the idea that you only worry about encumbrance when there's a reason to worry about it. This is the prime example of that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry if they're traveling and they've stocked up on food and stuff. However, if they're trying to put thousands of coins, if they're trying to carry thousands of coins out of a ship like this, they can't just fill every orifice and pocket with coin. They're not going to be able to move.
Right.
Let me see this.
Gio said I have
brew.
Okay.
Oh, go for it. You can read. I'll type.
Yeah, I have one brew I'm really proud of. It's based on the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic, if you want to see it. The flavor is basically using the emeralds to channel the weave pure magic weave pure magic energy into their body for effects, but that causes backlash into their bodies and minds unless they have more emeralds to stabilize things. Ooh, so it just gets crazier.
You always need more. It's
go.
like a balance of power and stabilization. Like you always want more power, but so like you spend your whole time finding more gems or emeralds.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love anything that takes that idea of magic being that like weave, just like flow of energy that you tap into.
That's the Discord link. You can there's like a whole homebrew section. You can drop stuff in there.
So is it a template? Would you consider this a template that you put on top of? They're supposed to be legendary items. Gotcha. Okay, so they're all item. It's all item based. All the attributes are based within these emerald items.
I'm here for it.
Such consideration.
Hey, Colin.
I posted it in the Discord.
So, what?
Okay. So, what if like there was one like more like super valuable or moderately valuable thing hidden in the treasure room?
Yeah.
That no one's like looted because they haven't found it. And if like the party does well enough, like investigation or whatever, they could find it.
Yeah, I'll just put it in a section that says basically if the PCs manage a particularly exceptional investigation check, they could find a secret compartment within, let's say, the wall.
Okay.
Wall.
For some reason, I have like desks on in my mind.
Desks. I didn't really have a desk because basically, just imagine the bottom of this boat. All it is a big treasure hold. Like no one would be able to reach a desk because the bottom floor is just covered in coins.
What if it's a really nice desk that they're transporting?
Yeah, but
just a real nice desk, crafted.
What is it made out of diamonds? Like what?
Diamonds on my desk. Diamonds on my desk.
Oh.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. I just need a little air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe in one of the side panelings.
What do you want it to contain?
Maybe.
What is your desires?
It is mahogany. I like the infinite magical power.
Some kind of like minor enchanted jewelry.
Containing a lesser magical item such as as a ring or amulet.
Yeah.
Gio said, "So what do you bring up now? Can I help?" Yeah, sure. We're doing a treasure ship at the moment.
Yeah, I'm kind of wrapping up this before we go on to the next part, which we're getting into some very much more story.
Mhm.
Yeah, we kind of got past some of the mechanics, like the mechanics. So I'll show you this. This is pretty cool. We have a skills challenge. What they're doing is they're navigating this area right here. This island's called Alamor's Tooth. Kind of looks like a tooth. And they're trying to get to, there's a cove right in here, and they have to go through what's called the maw. And the maw is, there's rocks sticking out of the water. The waves are crashing pretty hard. The wind is pushing straight into the cove.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you know much about sailing, but sailing, trying to navigate with the wind directly behind you and the wind and the waves pushing you forward while you're trying to go like left and right can be very difficult. So they go through a skills challenge, getting through here to land on this beach, and that's where they're finding this colossal crab. So I'm kind of just finishing up them looting the hold, and so time's up. So yeah, help us think. Help me think of ways to like help a GM push the group to say that they can't be looting anymore. They're done looting. So it could be like a shift in or the crab dance. Crab dance.
Crab dance.
As time crab becomes increasingly.
Mango said 1 billion gold. You have to shovel out all but 10 to 30k to sail properly. One random magic item from each table and mahogany desk bejeweled with multiple jewel stones.
And I rates
That is mahogany. Because remember, whatever we put in here, I have to make a map out of this. So.
That is. It looks so weird.
About an arm?
Maybe he's in control of it. $1 billion gold.
1 billion. Gio said, well, there could be a haunting wail of wind that gets louder and louder as time goes on, and if it lasts long enough, they have to make a wisdom save or be frightened, or if that goes on long enough, they have to start taking small bits of psychic damage. Mango said mahogany is expensive no matter where you are, unless mahogany isn't.
Interesting.
I know ebony wood is very expensive.
I think that's a good idea, but I think we'd have to write more of the source in case the group wanted to go search for this source of the whale. So I'm thinking more along the lines, like Beth said, about it going into the water. And yeah, so I think it should be dive. I'm just gonna call it dive.
Gio said there are rocks, right?
Yeah, there are rocks around this cove, and there's a big sandbar.
What if the ship crashes into the rocks and starts to sink?
It's actually already this is actually wreckage that they're looting. It's on the back of the hermit crab. Crab becomes increasingly more mobile, and disrupting or making it more and more difficult to gather.
I feel like if it was underwater, right? Like as it sank, and then as the crab like lifted it back up again, there would be stuff in weird places.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I can add that to the description, but you're right. So coins still fill the cracks in the floor and walls, as well as somehow I don't want to go as well. While small fires rest in the corners of the large room.
Yeah, Gio said the crab starts to go underwater, so it would start to flood. Or Mango said, "Oh, I thought we were trying to get out of the cove, like it's shipwrecked." No, they had to sail into the cove to get to like the crab habitat area, and then once they get there, then they have to climb up the crab into the other ship and then transport the stuff from the ship on the back of the hermit crab back to their ships. And these are level 2 at this point, I think. 2 or 3, I believe. That's where we are.
Yeah, they're 2 to 3. I would think after what encounter? After the Pelican Wyvern encounter, they should be 3 or 2. What was the
Mango
first-
said,
was
how
there a
much
first
intelligence does the hermit crab have? I don't. Does the
encounter?
hermit
That's a good
crab?
question. Honestly, I don't know if we've statted the hermit crab yet.
Yeah, because I feel.
We'll
I,
make
Well, I
it
can't
lower.
imagine it'd be too much smarter than a normal crab.
yeah,
Right. I
it's
don't
just-
think it would be. It can't talk. I don't think we didn't want it to talk. So 4.
we didn't want it to
'cause I think
sing,
5
Colin.
What?
We didn't want it to
We want it to
sing.
sing.
Well, I wanted it to sing.
Did you like my song?
Did you like my song? It's crabulous.
Crab? Euless? All right. Where'd I go? Okay.
You know,
Cool.
Gio said, you know, when my mind knew this was a crash ship, my mind went straight to spooky ghosts. And then Mango said, you
That's-
don't have to stat it entirely. Typical crabs have a 3 or lower. Yeah, they don't. The goal is not for them to like fight the crab. They're trying
They would die.
to get the. Yeah, they're trying to get the treasure because they owe money to someone.
I didn't say this part, but one of the pirate crews, there's 2 different pirate crews, and one of them, their sole job is keeping the crab distracted. So they've got it distracted out front. They've got like 3 different groups that are running around with moss, like just distracting it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then so that's where the haunting whale came from. Yeah, no, ghosts would be good. We really wanted to include these guys though. The Pelican
wyverns.
Wyvern. They were already made. They were made as part of our monster manual. And
And then the baby wyverns were made specifically for this,
yeah,
like for this encounter.
it's such a unique and like awesome visual that we wanted to use it in the story. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. We'd have to stat it out, but
But
I
what?
think you know what though. I think we should do. We can put that as an option, but also if for some reason they try to explore the rest of the crab shell, they do something stupid like trying to find more than what
Yeah.
they've already found. Then maybe they come across these parasites.
Yeah, like maybe more pelican. Well, no, because they wouldn't really be inside it. Maybe like
What would be like a creature that doesn't have to be underwater but could be
that lives in rocks.
like a barnacle, like just a freaking dire barnacle.
Yeah.
Dire
A dire barnacle.
A sea urchin,
Maybe like snakes.
dire fleas.
Ew.
Snakes, like well, I mean, worms would make sense. Worms are very much a parasitic thing.
Yeah, but the back of the
That's
hermit
so
crab.
nasty. I feel like,
Yeah, the shell is more like a rock than anything else.
right.
So maybe like snakes or lizards, eels, but it's not underwater all the time, so they wouldn't live unless there was like little pools in the rocks. But even then,
Which would be reasonable.
yeah,
But I do think this thing, theoretically, the way we've worked this thing out is it could stay on dry land for a while.
yeah,
It only goes underwater sometimes.
yeah.
Hey, Colin,
Hmm.
I think you would like this visual.
Okay.
The area I'm in right now is a coral forest.
Oh.
Oh, he's playing a video game. That's right. Geo said giant electric eels would be scary. They sure as shit would. But again, it would have to be underwater. So we could definitely
You wanna
add them
see-
in later.
Look at some of the, look at this guy. Look at our coral
The
hydra.
coral hydra.
I'm gonna show off some of our art.
Yeah.
Coral hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the vampiric strangler I thought was in here.
It's in alphabetical order.
Oh.
There it is.
Here's
Here's our vampiric strangler octopus squid. This is a squid.
it's squid.
It's an octopus.
Squid. Is it?
Is it?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh
Technically.
yeah. Tentacly. Ha 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 ha. No.
Tentacally, it's an octopus.
Yeah. Wait, can you scroll back up to the were shark?
Shark Bro.
Shark
Its
Bro.
name is Shark Bro.
God, I hate that thing.
No, I love it.
Or are you not wanting? Okay, let me see. Just don't always have this stuff. Are you not wanting magic to solve the situation? Solve which situation though? Of trying to collect coins?
Yeah, it's like there's not much of a situation other than
It's
looting.
not like the Jersey Shore. There's not much.
Not much of a situation. An average size situation.
If the PCs are well overstaying their welcome, direct the colossal.
Roll up, I mentioned it before in chat. Don't always have to stat creatures that are part of low-level puzzles. I don't know what we're talking about. I feel like I missed stuff. Oh, was asking because the animal friendship spell crabs count as beasts.
That'd be fine. What would
It's
that-
just
what would
a
that
really
accomplish, though?
big crab, though. You know?
I mean, but like, how long does animal friendship last?
That's assuming we don't call it a monstrosity.
It's probably an hour, right? Because they're going to be spending an hour probably on their collecting coins. It takes a while. Maybe not an hour, maybe like 20 minutes. I don't know.
Hold another thing.
Are you looking at Isopod? Direct colossal crab too.
This spell will let you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using a spell slot of 2nd or higher, you can affect 1 additional beast level above the first. This is 1 action, range is 30 feet, duration is 24 hours.
So here's the thing, though. If we
I'm
don't
looking at
make
Isopod
it,
right now, Geo.
if we don't make it a beast and rather like a giant or a monstrosity, then that spell wouldn't work anyways.
I mean, but it is technically an animal. It's just
Animal,
like how Clifford the Big Red Dog was still technically a dog.
Isopod's roly-polies. Big roly-polies.
Oh, like
Well, it's the
more
vampiric
centipedes.
strangler's not a beast, and it's
Woodmouse.
technically an animal.
True crabs. We could give the crabs crabs. We could give the crabs.
Little baby crabs.
Yeah, I think
Or
that's
scorpions.
something that we might have to go back and do. I think for right now, this is good. But like, I agree that we could. Let me just make sure. So, what's the next chapter? Is that fulfilled? Yeah. So that's after. So we want resolution from the crab. Looting wreckage.
Mango said, I mean, there should still be an option where magic has a chance to work. Yeah, I think it just
Yeah,
depends.
no,
Like, there are so many different like ways people could decide they want to do this, you know?
Yeah, I think it's perfectly I think the way we have it set up allows for it to work. It just depends on what they're trying to get done. Are they trying to get more time to loot more coins? If that's true, as a DM, I would then put the encumbrance in effect and say, cool, you got more time. you still can't really carry that many more coins.
Right. Or like they need to rest, like because they spent all day picking stuff up, like everything is heavy, like how are you going to get back out? Or maybe like the crab starts to move. You know?
See,
Yeah.
I think something important to keep in mind is we have to have at least one non-magic option in case there are no magic users.
Well, yeah, I mean
Well,
there is.
I think it's more about considering all the options, including magic or no magic, and
Yeah.
just making sure that the situation doesn't get drastically changed, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to have like a challenge that's drastically changed by one spell, because then it's no longer fun.
Yeah.
You know. So keep being considerate of magical options that can help is good. We need to do it. We don't need to write in each time like if they cast this spell, this could happen. If they cast this spell, this could happen. I think it's more about just making sure there's not going to be some spell that just completely changes the encounter. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to do. And I mean, there's
I mean,
certain
you
combat
could
counters can
also,
be exchanged. Like you just can put something to sleep and walk away. That can be a combat encounter can be drastically changed with magic, and you just have to.
Yeah.
you can also just increase the crab's intelligence.
But then it can talk.
Not necessarily.
Would you make it evil then?
What?
Because I don't think it's evil right now.
I don't think it
it's
is.
just
I know. I think it's just
unaligned.
neutral. It's just
unaligned. Yeah, it's unaligned.
Yeah. It's just a big
just a
Raising
crab
it-
just living his life.
Raising intelligence doesn't necessarily denote evil or good.
But if it can talk, you need to know its alignment if you are going to have it talk.
You don't necessarily have to make it talk.
If it has a high enough intelligence?
Yeah, well, even if it doesn't speak, it would still understand.
It would understand.
Yeah, and that's we don't want you to just walk up and be like, "Hello, Mr. Crab, may we plunder
your
your
mind?
fucking shit?" Like,
Do you mind if we,
climb
take
up
a
on
look
your
at
back.
Hmm.
You know. I think it's literally just like a giant animal. Animals, even with an intelligence as high as 9, can't speak. 10 intelligence does, but it has to be affected by this.
Is that true?
Awaken spell. Okay, I was like,
I always thought
Dolphins
that
can't
maybe
speak.
it's just with animals, but I always thought in animals they intelligence of 5, and that's why if you were to do when you're looking for an animal companion, it has to be 4 intelligence or lower, because they shouldn't be able to speak. That's what I remember, but I'm not going to look it up this second.
higher intelligence
Time
does
to
make
tell.
them better understand languages. Yeah. I think leaving it as just a big, dumb, goofy crab that lives its life and does whatever it wants is fine. And if they want to do something to, because
Talk
really
to it
animal
or
friendship is really
befriend it
only to convey that they're not trying to hurt it.
Yeah.
And if it's
Yeah.
like asleep or moving around,
So
as long as you don't
you're right,
stab
though.
it in the leg, like it's not gonna do anything because it doesn't care.
there is a situational breaking thing with the spell, because if they cast animal friendship, then they don't need the other pirate crew to distract it. All of them could climb up and take coins. They could effectively loot the entire ship.
But they can't because of the pelican wyverns.
You kill the pelican wyverns, and there's
But
not
not
a
the
problem.
mother, not the mommy.
Yeah, if you kill the babies, then sure, but the
If
mom
you
will
kill the
come
babies.
back.
The mom could take out plenty of, like, the mom could technically probably like fly in and fly out, and that could be a thing. I'll put that in the times up, because that is a good point that the mom could come back. Mama Wyvern has returned.
Well, what kind of creature is the wyvern?
It's the CR6 Pelican Wyvern.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, it is a.
Oh.
They didn't make
We don't
a
even.
type. So
But even then,
it can't-
intelligence is 6, so you wouldn't be able to use the same spell again.
Well, if they cast it at a higher level. You're assuming that they don't do a lot of random crap beforehand, and the DM's like, "Oh, you're level 3 now."
I still don't think they. It could be multiple pelican wyverns. We could have it be a.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right though. That is the potential equilibrator.
Yeah, Mango. Higher level only affects another creature, not higher intelligence. Yeah, that was part of what I read. Was that if you cast it at a higher level, you can send it out to multiple creatures. That does not increase the
Say
intelligence level.
something like, didn't you just say though that you can cast a at a higher level?
Yes, but the
Or you
higher.
can.
Yeah, when you
just gives you
cast this
more.
at
No,
a
I
high.
meant, didn't you say that there's a way you can make it affect higher intelligence?
No. It's just the
This one you said.
when you cast the spell using the spell slot second level or higher, you can affect one additional beast. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, it fails. Like that's all,
Yeah.
that's it. That's the
It
end.
fails.
if it's higher than 4, it fails.
I thought you said
But there's
something else.
charm animal. There's a different spell that's like a.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration if it's less than that.
Oh.
But it still has to be less than 4. Andrew, I didn't see the alert. We were live on my phone. Whoops. It's okay. Thanks for hanging out with us. The spell fails, not the beast fails. Yeah. I got you. Just cast it at a higher level. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, I
Why'd
think
you say it like that?
that's what he said.
What's a way of saying?
What's a way of saying what?
Saying like
hurry the
end
fuck
of
up.
end of this whole thing, like catching your breath or.
Yeah. Return to Carlisle. Or
yeah, but they're not there. I don't think they're there yet. They fulfilled warning. Oh, but yeah, pretty soon. We'll say.
A reprieve.
I don't think we need it. Time's up is good enough.
Yeah.
Time's up is basically saying that it's going. So
yeah.
Mama Wyvern has returned. If the group has somehow managed to allow themselves more time or more capacity for looting, the threat of Mother Wyvern, I'm putting parentheses S, returning to their nest should push the group PCs to call it quits.
Yeah, I think that should be fun.
How many? Like two adult wyverns
could TPK all of them.
Yeah, two.
Yeah,
but for sure.
But then you have the other pirate crew too. So I mean, like, but it would be a challenge.
Yeah, Mango. So I finally got 10 hours of sleep out of the last 72 hours. Yay! Proud of you.
Considering full cut crew.
I don't know. I'd be pretty content having one night where I got like 6 hours of continuous sleep.
I'm so excited. We're almost done.
I'm gonna put a little space in there. I like that.
Mango said 2 days ago, 2 hours yesterday, 3 hours today, 5 hours. Andrew said, why aren't you sleeping? Andrew coming in with the dad voice. Why you not sleep? That's not how he sounds, but it's fine. 3 weeks of late work and just got to my last 3 late assignments.
Oh, are they for that class you forgot? Yeah, I basically the
Yep.
last thing I did before going to bed last night is writing a paper that was due last night.
Yeah, I helped Patrick write his paper the day after it was due.
Nice.
Because the one where he was like, it's 2 pages long and I need 4 sources and APA format and I also have to do all these other things. And I was like, when does it due? And he was like, midnight. I'm like, bruh, I don't have time for that.
All right. As
There
a cruise
was no
counter,
stream
Ludarius is pleased
announcement?
with this final payment
Oh no.
from the Cutthroats and relieves Captain Snags from his debt. This would be prime time for the PCs to decide if they wish to team up with this pirate crew. Retaliation on. Oh, they don't know about retaliation yet, though.
Mm.
Oh, I'll say this. I know what to say. However, it isn't Darius's call, and they must travel to Carlisle at Selma's Cove to finalize the agreement. There was no stream announcement.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh no. It's supposed to do it automatically. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, don't you normally like say beforehand that there's going
Sometimes,
to be a
yeah.
stream?
But usually it does it itself.
Yeah, normally it's like, oh, the Total Guild's streaming.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's right. It didn't
Yeah.
do it on Discord.
Weird. Okay, sorry.
Probably that German internet.
It wouldn't matter. I don't have control of the Discord. Well, like the internet wouldn't matter. That's why I'm an hour late. Sorry, Puma. I'll make sure to do like an actual one for the other one. Did you get the phone notification? I got one. Andrew said he got one.
Yeah, I got the phone notification. It just wasn't a Discord one.
Sorry. I'll have to make sure that I start like actually going in and doing it myself. Ooh, I almost spilled my spray all over my computer. Woo! Well, not my computer, but into the computer space.
I love how if you take too
Oh,
long, the game gets annoyed at you and just tells you where to go.
Oh, yeah, Puma, I try to iron that I survive on Discord notifications. Yeah, like the Twitch app on your phone. If you have it, it'll give you a notification. But if you don't have it, then that wouldn't work. Yeah, I'll try to make sure that that gets figured out, and I'll make sure to send that out. I just hate pinging everyone, you know? Like,
Oh, I have zero remorse. If they don't like it, they can go, or they
That's
can.
not. No.
Yes.
We like our Discord friends.
Ya point.
Yeah, don't ping everyone, just make the automation work. Yeah, I'm not good with like I don't know how the bots and stuff work. I'll have to like go in and look at it. But
Oh,
I don't know. There has to be like a better way to do notifications, like instead of just like only in the Discord, you know? I am computer man, nothing can stop me from fixing automation. Bruh, if you want to try it, like, go for it.
Rubble. Do it.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Consider the time needed to make necessary repairs on ships that were damaged in the. Oh shit! I didn't think about this. How am I gonna get out of the fucking cove? Because if the wind's coming in,
I can't hear
it seems like it
anything.
would be more difficult. That's weird, Andrew. I
Yeah.
feel like other people have heard us the entire time.
Yeah. This one.
Maybe check to see if your
No, it's
Twitch
on.
is muted.
On.
No, not you.
Oh, I was like, no, it's not. Yeah, Puma said I can hear everything.
Good. Ship repairs and good wind. Consider the time needed to make necessary repairs on the ships that were damaged in the. Discretion if you require them to complete the skills challenge again. However, it is suggested that that crews have an advantage already for their advantage gained from experiences. First time.
Alright, there you go, Puma. You know how's power.
Who has power?
I gave Puma IT power.
IT power?
IT power. To fucking do the
Oh, on the
automation
Discord?
stuff, because I have no idea how that works.
You mind like saying power normally,
Why? You
So
don't
we
like
can
the
understand
power?
I understand her just fine.
is that why you had to have her repeat herself?
No, I just like hearing the sound of my own voice.
Okay.
It's twoo. It's twoo. All right, guys. Warning from Zareth.
Okay.
Group finally reaches Carlisle.
Right, so this is when they go back and they like realize that like
Conditions
there
are
was
so bad.
yeah, that there was like a call for help.
Yeah, they're gonna. So basically, when the group finally reaches Carlisle's house, they will be interrupting a conversation in Carlisle.
Puma said, Donnie, replacing hard consonants with soft consonants allows agreeable people to say things they normally wouldn't, like the woman murder pronunciation. Look, okay. Let me get my aggro words, all right?
Wow.
I just want what's best for everyone.
Says the person who literally was like, if they don't like my everyone ping, they can leave. No,
Point.
we are nice to our community. We enjoy their presence.
Conversation. That's not a word.
Conversation? It's not.
Conversation.
Oh, conversation. Unless it's a converse station, like a place where you purchase converses.
I would go there.
I would also go there. I have a pair of custom-made Converses that have little healing coos on them, and they're yellow.
What are we gonna name said NPC from Zareth?
Like the person who brings them the information.
The news. Yeah.
Um.
And who should he be? Like a friend of Carlisle's, probably. That's why he's there.
Maybe.
Why? But who is he and what? Who is he and what does he do?
Do Ethel and Hula live in Port Zareth?
No.
Like away
Bula,
from Carlisle?
They both live away from Carlisle.
Because if they,
but I think they're in Carnath. I think Bula's in Port Carnath.
Oh.
On the main island. And Ethel, did we? I gotta go look at the love triangle. Did Ethel actually leave yet? Currently, Carlisle's taken Edmund on his apprentice as well. Ethel, Bula. Oh yeah, it's all happened. Okay. Bula, seeing Ethel struggle, helped her escape Carlisle addiction and her addiction. Her addiction.
Yeah, we had them both. Like he like dragged her down into it.
Gotcha. I need to remember that for my journal. Stay behind to help his father. Need. Ethel remained in contact with Bula, eventually moving in with the barmaid and forming an intimate relationship. But I think I said, yeah, but she found work in Port Carnath. So Bula's in Port Carnath.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both in Port Carnath now.
Okay.
Which is not Port Zareth.
Is it on the way?
Yeah.
So maybe Edmund went to go visit his mom. Because it's been about a month or two since they left. We determined
they never made it to Selna's Cove in the first place. They were going to Selna's Cove, saw the cutthroats, found out that the cutthroats had a way to pay their final payment, and immediately went to Alamor's Tooth.
Right, but they had to go to see Carlisle first.
But they didn't make it there. They were traveling through the channel here, and that's when they encountered the cutthroats.
So they haven't met Carlisle yet.
They haven't met Carlisle yet. Which I guess we need to put in something that says if they could go visit Carlisle before going on to Alamor's Tooth.
What's the clavicle tat? Oh, me? There's two of them. They're poppies. Poppies and rosemary.
What are they?
Poppies and rosemary. Symbolic of oblivion.
Is that part of your pagan?
No, actually, it's not. This one is different.
Okay.
I have 15 tattoos. Edgelord, thanks. Oh, you haven't seen
had
my like edgelord
three.
tattoos. I've got this one. I guess you can kind of. There you go. Got one, which is Hades' Helm of Darkness, and then I've got this one's very Pinteresty. Like, don't judge me. I have an underbust. I've got ones on my hands. Like, I've got a bunch on my hands. I've got one on my leg, two on my legs, one on the back of my neck. Got ones on both, like, elbow areas. I think I've seen that exact moon before. Yeah, like I said, it's very Pinteresty. It's like slightly modified, but it's the same sort of style. Because there's only so many ways that you can draw the moon before they all start to look the same.
Patty wants to get a new tattoo.
I miss.
I think I'll have to get one as soon as COVID stuff lifts up.
Yeah, my new one did not heal very well. Like, my new one, it's real patchy looking. So
Oh.
She wants me to get a tattoo.
I'm gonna have to get that fixed.
You need to want to get a tattoo.
Yeah, you have to
Don't just
want.
get one for someone else. You need to want it because you might get into it and be like,
this was a poor decision.
not worth it. Yeah. 'Cause it does hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like my pain threshold's pretty good, but my first tattoo got to like the back of my knee. It's different parts of your body hurt more. Like some parts are fine, but the back of my knee was just. And I did like he did line and then he colored black and then he went back and did white accents on the colored black. By the time he was doing like the third layer around the line, I was just like, this is horrible.
Carving right in, yeah. The one on the back of my neck, I think, was probably the worst. And my underbust, like the tail. My underbust comes up into my sternum, like up here, and man, it was like 3 dots, but like that was not fun. And then he clipped my rib over on this side, so that one wasn't fun either, because I wasn't ready for it. But my wrist was really funky because my veins are very close to the surface, and that one was real funky. It was like I felt the adrenaline like pumping through my veins. But then again, I also have like very high anxiety. I also have a phobia of needles.
And why get so many tattoos?
A couple reasons. One, I like tattoos. I can't have piercings. I'm allergic to the metal, and it makes me vomit to like push things through my skin. So like changing out my earrings, if it like hurt or if I had to like watch it happen, it like grossed me the fuck out. So
You get several tattoos.
yeah, so I got tattoos instead because I don't have to do anything. Once they're there, they're there.
Okay.
Yeah. And some of them were done for less than satisfactory reasons, but be like that sometimes.
See, I don't know what I would get. Like,
that's the thing, man.
Yeah.
I wanted a tattoo for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know what to get. It was, kind of, and then one day you'll just be like, "That's it. That's what I want."
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will like when I first got my first tattoo, the guy was like, "As soon as you're done, you're gonna want your next tattoo," and I was like, "I don't know about that." And as soon as I was done, I was like, "Yep, I want the next one."
I'm ready. I will never get a tattoo. Are you one of those people who's like, my body is a temple and I will not desecrate it because?
Or it's just not worth it. I mean, I feel like for a lot of people, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, for some people, it's a lot of money.
It's money. It's expensive.
Yeah.
And it's pain. Like you're paying for pain.
That's okay.
My body.
Yeah.
I was gonna say my body is a temple and it only accepts caffeine.
That's the what keeps it going. Yeah, no, I don't know, like for me it's very cathartic. Like it's same way how like there are people who self-harm who will draw on themselves instead of like actually doing that. Um there was like a point in my life when like I wanted some type of harm but like knew that I shouldn't, so I was like I'll get a tattoo because that's still pain but it's productive pain. Like uh so some of them were done in that manner, which I don't recommend. However, that was a coping mechanism. And all of there are some people who get tattoos just because they want them, and like just because they think they're pretty and cute, and then there are people who get tattoos for like really specific meanings. um Kuma said, my body is a body and it's mine, and it won't be more mine by tattooing it. I just don't have any of the drives that others have to
Yeah.
get them.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
understand
some
that.
people are just like that. Like, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. It's your choice.
I don't know if I would have ever gotten my first tattoo if we didn't know the tattooed artist. It's a friend of my brother's ex-wife, and like good friend, like good lifelong friend.
Yeah.
And so he gave us a deal, which was
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
And we saw his art, and we were like, yeah, we could totally, you know, yeah, exactly. I'm sure you do. Like, it's purely a preferential choice. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Kuma.
there is considerations about professionalism too. At least
Yeah.
in America, there is still certain jobs and industries and fields
Hmm.
that tattoos are looked down upon. They're not
Yeah.
seen as professional, or they're seen as unprofessional.
Well, not even just that. Like in like my grandpa is like old school Navy, right? And he does not
Mhm.
think that women should have tattoos. Like he I mean, obviously I'm a disappointment in that aspect, but I'm still his favorite though, and that's what matters. um but I have like pet peeves about tattoos. Like I feel very strongly about people who have like multiple sets of words on them. Like if you have like your children's names or like your parents' names or something important like that to you, like that's one thing. But if you have like 8 different quotes on you, like I'm not a fan of that. Like I have things on me that are representative of quotes or that are representative like of things in literature.
Idea of a quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if people ask me,
Representative.
yeah, like what it means, then I will tell them. Like the one on my hand, the Roman numerals, it's Act 1, Scene 3 from Othello. And like I could get that whole quote tattooed on me, like I could have got it on my ribs like a basic white girl, but I didn't. I got it on my hand in like a symbol so that every time I look at it, I know what it is. I'm gonna get the Pacer test tattooed on me in a big square on my belly. Do it! I knew someone who had his own first name tattooed in giant letters across his chest. And I also knew someone who had his middle name tattooed in giant letters across his back. Like, why would you get your own name across your shoulders where you can't see it?
I hope he never commits a crime.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well,
Do you think it was
hopefully
him?
never commits a crime shirtless.
Yeah, specifically.
But if
My
you get-
3 tattoos, I've got one which is my tenor saxophone that my grandfather, basically some of the money he left me was used to buy this saxophone. So it's
Mhm.
like special, and it reminds me of my grandfather, so that's good. The other
Yeah.
one is because it's cool, but it's a pylon from StarCraft 2, but it has sentimental meaning because me and my wife got married and we wanted to have a kid, but we couldn't until we built additional pylons. Haha. And then on my back shoulder, on the back shoulder, I think I'm going to be doing a collage or mural on my back,
Mm.
and it's going to be all steampunk sea life. So the one I
Oh.
have so far is a seahorse that has like some cool green neon light. It's like metal and got gears in the
Yeah.
seahorse, and it's got neon lights. And
Ooh.
that's just more of an art thing. Like I love the art aesthetic of it. My wife loves sea stuff,
Yeah.
mermaids and stuff, and it's just cool. Like I don't
It's
know
in my
why
headband.
I choose to do that, but like that's what I'm doing.
Do you want to see my
So I
headband
think the
tattoos?
next one.
He's got sleeves. Come here, headband.
It's too dark.
Come here.
If I were to get anything, I would want a Hydra.
So his is a
Sleeves.
galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
It's not done. We're missing a chunk right here in the center.
I have a friend.
Shoot
who
him,
did
ranger arm. Oh, show him ranger arm. And
It's a
then
full sleeve
this is the
of
other side.
zombified Mario character or Nintendo characters.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is that?
That
What's
one, the
that?
black and white one, it's a wolf
Uh-huh.
and a raven and a tree. Wait,
Wolf
two ravens, and a
ravens.
tree.
and a tree.
Mahaban is Norse pagan, and that's what all his things are.
Yeah, I'm going to pull in and get killed.
That'd be cool. Great time.
And
You wanna? Is he going to Valhalla?
Is he
during
going
the
to Valhalla? I mean, he would, yeah.
During the Depression, what would you say are key obstacles that physicists faced?
That's a good question. Colin, do you have an answer for that?
Say it again.
I got 160 words, so I need 90 words.
What was the question?
During the Depression,
Like the Great Depression?
the only one there's been.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
During the Depression,
Uh-huh.
what were key obstacles that physicists faced? I already have the fact that you know was the Depression, for starters. And the fact that
So like, yeah,
Their
funding
salaries were
obviously
cut.
would be
Yeah.
a big one.
funding for the research was cut.
Mhm.
Uh,
We'd be getting
physicists
supplies.
who had just achieved their PhDs had extreme difficulty finding jobs in their field.
Yeah. Maybe getting supplies.
And then
I
just
feel like
supplies.
Puma said, "Did I scare away all the viewers with my typing?" No, I don't think so, Puma.
Beyond funding?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll help out.
Okay.
I don't like the way you're keeping.
Not nice.
It's too
Yeah.
With me, I guess.
It's
Everything
me,
fell
right?
apart, so there was nothing left to fall, which made it very difficult to do physics experiments. It's a haha.
well, I feel like there's less of a desire at that time as well,
Hmm.
simply because
Everybody was dealing with their shit.
yeah, it's like it's hard to focus on like advancements
Mhm.
when where you're at sucks ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Could say
He
like
said it's hard to focus on advancements, like when everything else
experiments involving transition metals and any elemental mineral that would be viewed as expensive.
Mhm.
So it's kind of goes in with like getting materials.
is. Yeah, with the materials, any like
So,
metals
like,
or
Doing certain you can as an example doing certain microscopy or spectroscopy requires you to plate it with gold, like to
Tress.
spray gold over it.
One more time, tress.
Microscopy,
Microscopy and
spectroscopy.
spectroscopy.
You
You
know
have
what
to.
those are?
Don't say that like you know what they are.
Are you even a scientist?
Do you even science,
Do
bro?
you even science, bro? But yeah, like doing. I'm gonna eat Cheetos. Sorry, friends. But yeah, like having even like the willpower to like go to work and do stuff because there's literally so
Ooh.
many other things that they.
Ooh, there
needed
was a
to
drought.
focus on. Yeah, there was a
It was
drought.
the worst drought in American history struck during the Great Depression. So the lack of water could be a
You don't need
Vital
water
for
for
physics.
physics.
Oh my god.
yes.
Yes, you do.
You need water for any science.
Says who?
Says Dr.
The
Colin.
scientist.
Say a physicist.
So it, No, he
No.
is a doctor of
Exactly.
molecular toxicology.
Exactly. Is
What's
that
that?
a physicist? No.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. 'Cause I'm
Yeah?
a scientist.
Because I'm a scientist. Okay.
Yeah.
Gio, we're helping my
You're
husband with
about
his
as
homework.
much of a scientist as Kaz is.
Kaz is a doctor of science, or not of science, of music.
He's not a
don't
doctor
think
of
so.
anything.
Yeah. what is that?
No, he's not.
Like Dr. Dre?
You could
Yes.
also mention the
Dr. Kaz.
fear of a second world war could have diverted physicists' attention more towards military and defense projects.
These damn crackers.
Colin said you could use the fear of World War II, you said?
Mhm.
Oh, what's going on? Sorry, Gio. We're helping my husband who was asking a question about reasons why physicists would have difficulties during the Great Depression.
No, the question was.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry.
Basically that, but it was key reasons physicists struggled during.
Which is exactly what I just said.
You forgot the key part. It has to be key.
What are you doing, Colin?
Messing with your camera.
Okay.
I'm done working. I'm
Yeah.
on Polly. I named him Polly
No one
Malter.
had money
Is
for
the name of this
grants.
merchant out
Hey.
of Varuna. So Polly is going to recount his latest trip through Port Zareth,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll talk about a little bit of the lines. But then we're done with chapter 2.
Hey!
Please don't make that sound.
Okay.
Snarf, snarf.
Did we help?
Yep, that was the first one we said, Gio, was that no one had
see if I
money
can
for
squeeze
grants.
90
We
words
talked
out of
about
that.
water.
Okay.
There was a drought, so
No.
water.
Love you, bye.
And then the war, the prospects of World War II, I think, is a really big one.
Any comments on the
Yeah,
thing?
Gio, we think it's a really good idea. We just don't know how we're going to add it into the PDF. Like, is it just going to be a note to say if the group? Yeah, I could put.
What?
But we decided that he was helping us think of ways to get the crews off of the loot ship, like to. He was talking about the parasites, the isopods, as being another encounter.
I don't think it needs another encounter because it's.
I think it's.
Well, it's
think
a
it's
skill
fine.
challenge followed by
The wyvern encounter.
yeah, like there's already a combat encounter in that larger encounter.
Oh, I think
Yeah, and-
I think he was talking about the Chaos Emerald thing. We haven't had
No,
a chance to look
I
at
don't
it
think
yet.
so.
If that's what
I'm
you
not
were
looking at
talking
that,
about.
so I'm confused.
Okay, so if you're asking about the Chaos Emerald
Oh,
homebrew
on
thing, I
Discord.
haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, I haven't looked. Yeah, it's hard to look at stuff in
Okay, I
Discord
was
while we're
talking about
streaming.
Yeah.
But we'll look at it
After.
after we'll look at it and talk about it. We usually spend the rest of the day talking in Discord. But I do think it's perfectly fine. Well, also don't forget that on the trip back from Alamor's to Port Selna, there'll be plenty of random encounters. We've still got that random encounter table.
Mm-hmm.
Pod of Orcas, Sirens, Pirates, Core Hydra. They could fight any of that stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be opportunities for plenty of encounters. I like the idea of the isopods as like a part of the colossal hermit crab. Maybe we just add it. Let's see if Brian wants to make it. I mean, I could make it.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be that difficult.
Well,
Would
'cause
they be
remember,
giant isopods? Probably.
We
Or,
also have the crab like tunnels map, so we could put stuff in there as well.
There's crab tunnels.
Yeah, you told me I had to make a crab tunnel map.
Oh, on the cove.
Yeah.
Not on the crab's back.
No, where he lives.
Where he lives, like several large caves. And
Mhm.
some yeah.
I was like, better not be fucking with me, Colin.
We could. I don't know. Do we? I just don't know if we want to.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great idea. If we do it, it's going to be us coming back once it's done, reading it through, saying we want more, and then we
Puma
and
on
then
your
we'll add.
massive for now.
But I just there's already a lot of work kind of in the work. There's already a lot of stuff kind of in the works that it may not just make it. It may not make it.
Yeah, basically Puma. All of my work is for naught. Surprise, this thing is actually completely theater of the mind. There's no maps whatsoever.
Yeah, so actually this entire book is just for giggles.
Yeah, it's not real.
Everything is actually just made up on the spot by the DM. We give them a title and the rest is blank.
A sick backbeat to this discussion. Beatbox go. Yeah. Is that? I can
It's my
play.
slow ass beatbacks. It's my slow ass
play it.
beatbacks. Oh. It is 12.
It is.
Do we have any more streams today, Beth? I believe
We
do.
sure do. Oh.
When I was in the lab yesterday listening to the stream, I heard you say doo doo. I wish I was on the air to say something.
To say something?
Because you said doo doo. We do.
We do.
We do that.
This one's called Caught Up in the Future. Old school funk disco. That's what the song is. I was hoping you'd type it out because that's silly. Thanks, Puma. Yeah.
What was that? Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
But yeah. We do have one later on today.
Nappy hour.
Mappy hour, yeah. Which is 5 o'clock Central Time. I will be working on. I was gonna do the rest of the Ugly Halibut, but I think I'm gonna work on this treasure ship because I'm in a mood, like a mood now. My favorite. Thanks, Puma. At least somebody likes Matt Secondman. Chicka, boom, boom, bat zips. I can't. I'm not even gonna. You, Colin, go. You do it.
Zip tap the baby pow, Rick tack taka raka dee bow.
There you go.
Bow. I saw it and I said bow. And I realized it's
Bow.
probably bow.
A man of culture.
I'd like to think so, but I'm usually wrong.
That's fine.
I'm
Anywho.
a scat man. Skibidi-bidi-bum-bidi-bup. I can do that one.
What was that? Mumbo number 5? Like, I can do that song.
A little bit of Mardi Gras in my mind.
Yeah. Little bit of Rita's all I need. Yeah. Throwback. Anywho, Colin, would you like to tell the people about yourself?
I do. I do 2 things, which is really simplistic of me to say because I feel like I do a lot more than 2 things. One, for adults, I do homebrew content for Wildspire Miniatures. We have 4 PDFs equaling about 220 pages of content that I've written. You can find it on my website, familyfantasyrpg.com, other projects. But you will also see the other thing I do is a kids family game. It's the 5e module, so it's 5e rules simplified in 3 different age-based tiers. And it's got storybook illustrations, and it's more story-driven for younger kids learning how to roleplay. So I have a young toddler, and he enjoys it, and that's... Also, I'm starting to get in with community artists and stuff. Kaz, part of the Turtle Guild, is doing one of my next games. So
The Mermaid, I'm so excited.
I know. It's going to be so unique. Like, there's not going to be anything out there like that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for that. Thank you to GeoStellar for following us. We appreciate you. My name is Bethany. I have been your host this day. We will see you later on for Golden Mappy Hour. Thank you, as always, for attending. We appreciate you. And have a good
day.
Rest of your evening.
Yep.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Puma.
Yeah, bye, Puma.
You know we appreciate you. Don't even act. Don't even front.